Alright, let us commit suicide. In game. I feel like I'm starting to sound like Dantes. But yeah, that is one ending that I did want to see. Hang on. Here, yep. So I did want to see what this ending is like. Oh, I just came back from Deadpool and Wolverine. Really fun movie, but I feel like there was a bit of a an identity crisis about what the movie was trying to be. I liked how
not.
self-aware it was,
Perhaps you are
but it was
unique
trying to be a
among the
little
good
too
kind.
serious
Perhaps you will
sometimes,
retain
a little
enough
too
of who
funny at
you
others.
are
I
to
don't know.
assist your nature. A rogue mind. The risk is certainly yours to take. Will you?
What are you doing? No!
The blade feels cool as it pierces your flesh. There is no pain, only the need to sleep. Sleep. Sleep.
Damn.
I'm hot. Too hot. I think this is it. The engine's finally cooked.
This is like the saddest possible ending, I think.
I'm not ready. We did it. I did it. The city's gonna be all right. My friends are going to be all right. I can let go. I'm slipping. I can't hang on. What's happening? Goodbye, sun. Goodbye, sea. Good.
Fucked out animations.
It's over. And you, who thanks to you, there will be. You have earned your. You are the.
This is like the worst ending. So, what I like about Baldur's Gate 3 is that you get to choose how sad or happy you want your ending to be.
Thou flickerest in the dark, but with mine keen eye I hath scried. I told thee once that an illithid hath no soul, and yet thou seemest to have something of the spirit about thee. I cannot account. Tell me, how doth it feel to roam about as thou art now, transformed? Thou art where thou must be, until thou goest where thou must go. Thy life may be forfeit, but thy death hath only begun. What awaiteth thee is a mystery, even to me. Death itself hath many byways, and thou might yet have a new and different role to play.
Another thing which I'm not really a fan of here is that, like, it's like death doesn't have much meaning because of stuff like that.
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. Didst think the other gods would not know? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself the supplication, the whimper of the death mule, felled by I overestimated thee. Vermin, away. Thou wilt.
What even does that mean? Well, that is a secondary ending. Let's go to the real ending that I want to continue with. The ending that I actually wanted to play. I thought about it even after I became the Mind Flayer. It's just that I would not... If I had to become a Mind Flayer, unless Shadowheart really convinced me to keep living on in some way for her, I would have probably taken my life. That seems to me to be the thing that I would have done. That aside... I still think my life is not exactly my own stick because there are other people who care for me and are dependent on me and all of that. So I do think that I shouldn't kill myself for, like, if possible, because there are all of these other people. And yeah, I mean, the Githyanki Prince, well, there are people dependent on him too. But I have to trust that he would have taken care of that, because I have to take care of the people who are close to me. And I am still putting my life on the line when I'm fighting for the world. But my world and my people matter too. That's the angle at which I'm approaching this from. I overthinking this for just a game, but oh wow, it feels so good to look at myself like this and not as a Mind Flayer. Ugh.
Need to find a way forward. I trust you have weighed your options and reached the only honorable conclusion. Are you ready to transform?
I'm not becoming Mind Flayer. There are people who are dependent on me. There has to be some other way.
Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design.
My prince, you cannot. This is not your burden to bear.
But it is no one's. Logically. There are people who can take your stride, who can take after you. There is no one who can take after me for Shadowheart.
The nether brain will be only too pleased to claim me.
My prince, no!
Even in my darkest hours, I knew it was my destiny to save my people. I could never have imagined this would be the way. Give Kartavkim crushed.
Another thing that I find off-putting about becoming a Mind Flayer, on top of how disgusting I feel,
let us seek out the nether brain and finish this. Once the grand design is ended, kill me. It is the very least you can do.
Yeah, as I was saying, one more thing that I really dislike about...
Come. It's time for us to meet our fates and end this illithid nightmare.
One more thing that I really dislike about all of this whole thing, is that, like, becoming a mind flayer, it's sort of like becoming an anti-hero. Like, you become the dark to bring out the light. And that is not exactly in line with what I would do. I would always say, well, there has to be some other way. And I get it. I get that we need these kind of people too. Someone who makes those dark... I mean, I would do it too, but I think that... if not for Shadowheart being there, I would be much more willing to do it. But she is there. And, I don't know... One reason why I didn't become the Mind Flayer was one of the same reasons I didn't become the I didn't break my oath. I didn't become an Oathbreaker Knight because that becomes a way of serving my own agenda, the good, through the darkness. But you know, I want that oath in place, and while the oath can be limiting, I still think it's overall a good thing. So, I have a short rest. Okie dokie.
A welcome rest.
Get to the Elder Brain.
To find a way through.
High Hall. There's nowhere else to go. This is where it all ends, my love.
Even though Gale, and here's another thing that I noticed, Gale was willing to die and detonate himself. But Gale didn't offer to become a Mind Flayer. Neither did Lae'zel, because the Mind Flayer concept of becoming a Mind Flayer is so disgusting, but everyone is a hero. It's just, I don't know, there is a very difficult moral dilemma there about whether I'm doing the right thing by not being a Mind Flayer. Is it a wrong thing to ask Orpheus to do it? But Orpheus asked me, just said, hey, I can't do it. What do you mean? He didn't even try to convince me. He's like, fine, I'll do it. So, I don't know. I didn't even have to persuade him. I didn't have to intimidate him. None of that. So Orpheus was pretty willing. Whether that means that I should let him do it it's a difficult question. I don't think there's a right answer, because by becoming a Mind Flayer, I'm condoning myself to a lifetime of pain and misery and eating brains, losing everything I had, and not in a way that doesn't even end in death. It becomes something worse. This is the definition of there are fates worse than death. So
I do. Think of all we've been through just to get to this moment. That wasn't luck. That was us.
But
Let's just stay shoulder
this
to
does
shoulder
feel like a slightly
and see
contrived
this through.
binary choice. Like, we should be able to convince the Emperor to stay and release Orpheus and make it work, right? Like, this is... I get it. I get that Orpheus will probably likely attack the Emperor, but that should have been an option. For how many choices the game gives, this does feel a little contrived. But, yep. That aside, I think, even though I'm conflicted on this decision, I would be able to live with myself, literally, at the end of this decision. Because I did fight, I just could not become a Mind Flayer, for God's sake.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
That is indeed the one who purged my home of a terrible evil. My father, Ketheric. There's no one I'd trust more to protect this city.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flayer.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it traveleth. Friends. This mind flayer will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is
This
a
is such a cool
shield in
scene.
dark times. Today, it is mine to wield.
And I hold her sword.
Whatever strength I have to lend, I will lend it. I will make my city proud again.
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back. And I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My people have never hunted a monster this large. They are eager to join the fray.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me, and from me to you. And whatever company you keep.
I wouldn't miss this for all the souls in the city. Call my name, and I'll bring the hellfire.
Nature's servant awaits.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you. They're expecting a speech, something to stir their hearts and put fire in their bellies for the fight ahead.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Baldur's grace be with you.
Oh my god, honestly, this feels so much better. I'm just slightly conflicted about whether I'm doing the right thing. Very slightly conflicted. As I was saying, I'm very slightly conflicted about whether I should have let Orpheus become it. But I think if there was no other option, then I would have taken it. And even if Orpheus tried convincing me, I would have taken it. But Orpheus was pretty willing. And if there's a debate of who should make this choice, I'd be like, enough, I'll do it. but it wasn't like that. It's like, should I do it? Should I? Then he just did it. And even in Infinity War or Endgame, Doctor Strange signaled to Iron Man that this was the possibility where they were gonna win. That resulted in Iron Man's death, but Doctor Strange isn't evil because of that.
Dragons, overhead. Stay low.
Fall back! Fall back!
Matthew!
Leave him be! We have to keep running!
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
There's a glimmer of something beyond his words, but in a moment it's...
Unconsciousness bad. What?
Act fast.
Something like a wall of fire would be very helpful here.
Another day, another fight.
How is this dude dodging everything? Finally. Oh goodness. How is the damage output so high? I think those demons would be a priority target. Actually, this fight is a lot simpler because there are a lot less people. Earlier there was a lot more back and forth because I had summoned all of my allies. Which I don't think was a good decision. All these targets are out of sight, that's the problem. Nice, holy shit, that was cool.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Fall by my hand.
Oh, it's automatically consuming these. I turned off those reactions. Oh no. Hang on. Nice. I think I can use restoration again. I think Shadowheart, you have to just sit this fight out, honestly.
On the move.
Just save up everything in case we can't restore. Don't want to waste it. Again, snare. These guys. Lay on hands yet.
Time for some bloody work.
of my fury. Can't afford to let up.
Seriously? Ensnared on Orpheus? That's crippling. Who should I go after? One of us has to take care of this guy. Where are you, water elemental? Yeah, we'll do this. Right. Water elemental's turn is done. I think I can take care of that. Genie has to go here.
No choice but to keep going. Here we go again.
Nice. Cool. Where to now? So there are enough people on the ground.
Can't slow down.
Okay, let's see. Okay, bro. I don't need to. How did he lose that status? Okay, there are a couple of folks here.
I will not know failure.
Nice.
Let's finish this.
Let me go
Can't even
first.
catch my breath. No time for mercy.
Impero Tibi. Impero Tibi.
Oh, that restoration is gone. Shit. So I do not have any spell 3 slots. I have like 2 spell 2 slots. Thank God I caught it in time. Gale, come here. I'm gonna cast Healing Radiance. Ready? I'll be all ready for the final phase. I'll take control. Orpheus, come along.
Blasted Nautiloid! We need to get to that brain.
Make way.
Let's see.
Let me recite their demise with ease.
Time to strike.
Let me just get out of that circle, because I feel like that's really frustrating. The Mind Flayer is the one who has to get to the end. Everyone else can just walk right off. Like, none of us are gonna get to the end.
The dragons will burn them to ash.
Why am I invisible though? That's annoying. I just hope it starts showing up again. I think end turn, that's it. Yep.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Thank God I wasn't near any of them. Oh boy.
Can't stem this tide of enemies. We must get to the brain. Heading there.
Okay. Oh no. Everyone's targeting Gale because Gale is the weakest.
Let's go.
My armor class. Go. Mind flayer. It all depends on you now, bro.
You
Oh.
Still breathing, despite everything. Quite ready for you.
Action, not reaction.
Let's go.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
A long way to go still.
Brain, it's high above the city. I can end this now. Stop the Absolute and spare the city. The stage is set for my final act. Mistra's bidding and the redemption that lies beyond.
You brought me right where I need to be. I have no right to ask more of you. It's time I spirited you to safety. For this is a fate I must face alone.
No.
I'm sure such an outcome is possible, but why risk it? If we ascend there and try to fight the good fight, well, there are no guarantees. But this way, we'll know the matter is done, and we'll know exactly what it shall cost. Me. And me alone. It's now or never. Always another way, yes. But not necessarily a better way. Please. For too long, I've lived in fear of taking a host of innocents with me when I expired. Now at least I can be assured my demise will be saving them instead. If you're mistaken, this could be the end of everything. We'll be failing right at the last hurdle. But I only made it this far thanks to you. Who am I to question such sterling guidance now? Mistra won't be pleased. But perhaps trying to please the gods is a fool's errand.
Evolution.
Lead on, then. I shall stay my hand as long as I can. But if the tide of battle turns against us, remember I have the means to bring a swift end to this.
Maybe Lae'zel should have been given the Great Sword instead of the mace combo that I gave her. Her damage output would be so much higher, I think.
Of domination.
We need to use the Netherstone's offering. That is our fated path. That face. The one in my dreams.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
The crown! Cast the spell again, quickly!
Okay, whose turn is it? Okay, we get the first chance. Just have to survive for one turn. Wait. What if I just cast a black hole and then do the curse action? It would be just a bit of chaos.
Reunite! Transform!
Yeah. Cool. Not my one action I can use on this.
I am fury. I am death.
Wait, what if I summon everyone at the High Hall itself? Would that benefit me? If it would, then I'll summon everyone here and take them all to the top. Actually, you know what? Let me continue the next one, the final battle.